Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and this is the one we've all been waiting for. So good evening, boys and girls, men and women, everyone of all ages. It is time to start Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Now, this is the one that most people have talked about. This is the one that most people have wanted to see since we started this platinum run of every game in the franchise. We've obviously had to take our time and wait till we got to this, and we are finally here. It is Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So this game originally came out in 2013. Doesn't seem that long ago, but it is. It's still probably one of the most talked about Assassin's Creeds going. It's got a massive following. People love this game for some very good reasons. I don't remember a massive amount about the story. The big thing that sticks in my head is the end scene, because I just think it's really prominent, and it's the one thing that's probably, out of all the games we're going to play through, it's probably the one thing that is just always in my head when I think of Black Flag. It's one of those weird ones where nothing else kind of comes close. But here we are. So, as always, we're going blind. I've not looked at trophies in advance. We're going to do that as we get towards the end of the game, end of the main story. We're going to try and clear as we go where possible, and we're going to try and clear everything there is. Collectibles and everything else, all the sea shanties, everything you can think of, we're going to try and do. I haven't got the season pass yet, mainly because the season pass makes no sense. So you can buy the season pass currently in the UK for $15.99. Now the season pass comes with quite a lot of cosmetic stuff, which we're not fussed about. But there is the DLC Freedom Cry, which is a standalone, I wouldn't say a standalone game, but it's a DLC. But that is currently $7.99 on its own. So still nowhere near the cost of buying the season pass. So again, makes no sense. And then on top of that, there is an Avalon DLC, which does make sense, but that is $3.99. So again, even if I went to buy both of those, it makes more sense not to buy the season pass. Which, unless anyone can tell me a reason to buy the season pass, that I would get some benefit from it other than the cosmetics, I will do so. But currently I can't see the appeal. There is a pack for a couple of pounds as well that is to do with 3 extra small islands that gives you like Long John Silver stuff. Again, not worried unless people want us to do it, but I just don't see the point in buying the season pass when I can buy the 2 bits we want for less money. So unless someone has a very good reason for us to do it, that's probably what we'll do. We'll wait till we're quite far into the game before doing so. I am going to tweet. I don't normally tweet evening streams, but I am tonight. Just because it is such a momentous occasion. And again, I don't know how long this will take. We'll play everything we can. We'll get everything out of it. I mean, the aim is the Platinum Trophy, obviously. The one thing I will say about the Platinum, and I'm aware of this without looking at trophies, we have to do multiplayer. It's the bit I'm not looking forward to. Now, multiplayer, I'm expecting not to be heavily populated. If that is the case, I do have some groups I am part of that will come and help if need be. Or if any of you guys still have Assassin's Creed Black Flag on your console, able to look to reinstall maybe, and want to play some multiplayer once we get to that point, because that'll be end game kind of thing. Do everything else in the main game, multiplayer last. If you have it and you want to join in the multiplayer, let me know and we can do so. Obviously it'll be a while yet, but that is something we can do. That is my thinking, that is my plan. But if we can't get people that we know, I've got a few groups that we can come and help. I'm not expecting the servers to be massively populated, just because this game was out in 2013. So I'm not expecting a massive amount of people still live. But we'll give it a go. As I say, no trophy looking until we're near the end of the main storyline. We'll clear as we go as always, and basically play our usual playstyle. When it comes to any of these, we've tried to keep as true to our own playstyle as possible, of clearing as we go, and trying to make sure we explore everything. So every island, we want to explore it. Every little secret the game has to offer, we want to find it. That's the way we've always done things. That's the way this channel will continue to do things, with the aim of the platinum at the end. A little bit of housekeeping. Thank you very much to the new subscribers. I looked today because someone mentioned we've been getting subscribers again. We're at 203. Massive thank you to you guys for that. We had over 100 people in the stream this morning for Genshin Impact. Can't believe that's happening. It's happening more and more as well. The Odyssey stream for the crossover, the other evening, over 100 people again. It's incredible. They don't always be active in chat, but I just appreciate anyone stopping by, whether you're actually chatting in chat or just having a look. Massively appreciate it. And the other little bit of housekeeping, we still need Platinum, Brotherhood, and Revelations. There's little bits to do on both. One, Brotherhood stopping me because of one mission, which is becoming a pain. And Revelations is the bit where you've got to cross the sticks without dying. That if you die, you've just got to restart every time and do it from the beginning. So then when we'll do off stream, we're going to try and finish them. We'll record it, and then once they're all platinum, we'll do it. And I still need to do reviews as well for things we've done. We'll get there. I'm just trying to find the time. You know, you assume you have plenty of time to do everything. You know, I can't go to work and all that kind of stuff. But actually, it doesn't. The time isn't enough. It's really strange. Yeah, it's really weird. But as I say, the thing for me, my focus, and after I've been to the physio at the weekend on my behalf, my focus is I've got to treat YouTube as a job in one respect, because it's the only way of keeping myself focused and into a routine. So that is the plan. It's not a job. I don't earn money from it, and that's not the end game for me. But to keep myself focused and on track, that's going to be the kind of thinking I'm after. You know, I can't just say I'm not streaming that. I don't feel like it. There's many afternoons where I just don't feel like doing anything. But yet, if I stay focused, I know there's stuff I need to get done. That's kind of my focus, and that's my thinking behind it. Thanks for the like, with us, much appreciated. Right, I'm just doing one small bit of advertising, and then we'll crack on. And then we shall see what we have to offer in Black Flag. And like I say, the only thing story-wise that I remember, thank you for the like, that's much appreciated. The only thing about the game I remember is the end part. And not even a story, I don't even remember the conversations, it's just an end scene that I have vividly in my head, and that's all I really remember. So, that's a good thing. I do like to go in as blind as possible, and I think we're still at that stage. Okay. I think we're good. So, Black Flag. If you've played it yourself, as I say, it's one of the most talked about Assassin's Creed games there is. Everyone loves Black Flag for different reasons. But that and the Ezio collection, and Ezio as a character, I would say Edward Kenway is probably one of the most talked about characters. So, let us begin. I've already turned the music off. Let me just check the sound of the stream, mainly because I turned the music off this afternoon to make sure I didn't get a copyright issue straight away. But I don't know if that's changed the game sound. No, it does sound okay, so it should be okay. Because we had this with Odyssey the other day. I turned down the music and it changed all of it. But there we go. Right, let's have a look. Start a new game, Soldier Boy, happy days. Let's begin. And like I say, I don't remember much. So, if you haven't played the previous ones before this, the one actually before this is Assassin's Creed 3. I don't want to ruin the story for you. We did the platinum run before we did Ezio. Desmond died. He took out Lucy, but he also died. And this is after that, so Desmond is no more. And that's a big thing. I was expecting to start in the modern day. Yeah, I was kind of expecting modern day start. I wasn't expecting pirates from the offset.
Can you see her? Man the cannons!
Right, this is us. We can move with our rotate camera. We've got to reach the ship's wheel.
Take the wheel! Kenway! Take the bloody wheel!
I'm coming! Coming! Give me a chance. I'm there.
Use his dead,
Right, I've got the wheel. Now what? Firing cannons. Good evening, Super Colby. How are you? So to fire the cannons, you hold L2 and move R to aim, press R2 to shoot. Shoot the hole for maximum damage. So similar to previous games where we've had boats. We haven't, thinking back actually, to Assassin's Creed 1, Ezio Collection, and Assassin's Creed 3, we had ships really only in Assassin's Creed 3, which included some combat. You've got to think Odyssey, Valhalla, naval combat was in that, but that came later on. This is 2013, long time before they were out. So this is a bit different, but this is one of the first, as long as Assassin's Creed 3, this was a follow-on when it comes to naval combat. So it'll be interesting to see that connection between the two.
To steer this bastard!
Okay,
Go to hit them!
I'm trying to hit them.
Fire!
We hit one.
Awaiting your mark, Captain!
It got away from us there. I think I missed that one. Getting a bit hit there. There we go, another one there. That's one ship down. I was going to fire my swivels, but didn't really get a chance. Oh, this big ship coming in. We did some damage to that. Reloaded, we are. Let's go again. I was expecting modern day start. I wasn't expecting you straight in pirates. Like I said, I can't remember. I wasn't expecting straight into the thick of the action.
The magazine! It's going out!
Well, that's the ammunition, that's the gunpowder.
Douse the flames! Get in there, you mongrels!
And there is an assassin. And it's not us. Out of all the games we've done so far,
dangerous? Edward. Privateering. Is it
probably
dangerous?
one of the best starts
Wouldn't
we've
pay so
had.
nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
It's your favourite Assassin's Creed, is it? I was saying at the intro to this live stream that actually this is probably one of the most talked about games in the Assassin franchise. Even now, this came out originally in 2013. It's 9 years ago. And yet it's still talked about fondly, whereas a lot of the games aren't. Alright, we're swimming. We're back to being Edward Kenway again. I say again, that's all we've been so far. But the assassin wasn't us. And as I say, the only thing I remember from when I played this many moons ago was the ending, or the end scene as such. This is where the story begins, it is indeed. Do you know what, I really get excited when we start a new one. The start is one of the most exciting parts for me. There's something about it. Just learning the whole story all over again. You really like the story. A lot of people do. I think it's the expectation. It's one of the most well-written stories so far, which is saying a lot considering back when this came out. We shall see. I'm not going to make an opinion until we've done it all, as always. So we'll see how we go.
Havana.
I'm trying not to let expectation get too high.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best?
So here's an assassin.
100 escudos.
You realise how colourful this game is.
Talking.
Well, even already, considering when this was out in 2013, look at the colours. The blue, the green.
You don't have that gold
Sandy
on you now,
beach.
do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
I think his gunpowder got a bit wet.
I'm on to you, Snakesby!
Odyssey is more colourful, but then back in that time period you'd expect that. But even so,
Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start.
the colour is incredible. So the assassin's run off, we need to find the assassin. Remember, we're not an assassin currently, we are a privateer. I think the idea it's given us to free run is we can actually free run up to France. Curious, because he's not an assassin yet, you kind of wonder how he's able to do this at this point, but he does seem to handle it nicely. There's a camp ahead. Wasn't quite expecting. What's down there? There's a bit you can climb down. I always pride myself on exploring every inch there is to find, and I've just noticed
It's
there's something
100
down there.
leagues or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance?
But there are structures here. Hold R2 while moving forward to climb. Someone is living here though, aren't they? There's clothes on the washing line. It's amazing what you remember when you start playing something. Like if you played it a long time ago, certain things will stick in your head. So this is a viewpoint. See, he doesn't look like an assassin when he's climbing, does he? That's the weird thing. I don't know if I can synchronise or not. I know it's very early days to be synchronising things. I don't think we have to climb any higher, and we definitely can't eagle dive. But I don't think we can do anything here. I wouldn't have said. Right, where is the assassin? I'm meant to be finding him, and I've got no clue where he is. There's obviously a jump off point here. So I can jump into the water if I want to. All things are pointing me down, telling me to jump. I don't know where the assassin is. It just says find the assassin. Have we got a map? Let's have a look. We have got a map. There we go. But nothing is really telling us anything, is it? Okay. I do want to jump into the water, but I think we need to kind of stay on land. So I'm assuming this is kind of serving as a tutorial as well. That's why we're getting all the button prompts. And obviously, we're not an assassin, so we're not going to act like one. There he is, he's running off.
Where's he running to?
I can hear something shot. There's a chest down here, treasure chest. Is it too early to be grabbing treasure? He did shout at us, follow and I'll kill you. There we go, we already got some silver plate, silver pitcher. Don't jump, no. I kind of thought, we're not an assassin yet. That kind of stuff doesn't work. I'm probably getting the money too soon, to be fair. Right, we saw him running up that slope. So we want to go down. And then up. But yeah, there's no point jumping when we're not an assassin. We're not going to see an eagle dive. And if we do, there's something wrong.
We could work together on this.
There he is. He just did an eagle dive though, didn't he? Hear the telltale noise of it. That's one small thing that doesn't quite make sense. Why are we not questioning the fact that there's structures here? Right, I think we're jumping down because he dived as an eagle dive. Completely different sound, wasn't it? This is interesting.
Keep your distance.
Whoa! He shot me! Kill the assassin! I will after you just shot us. So no X anymore to climb, it is hold R2 to do free running. You don't need to hold X anymore like you were in previous games. I'm more annoyed that he shot us. I'm trying to reduce distance to target. It's quite quick. Well, we countered him. We can now attack. Where is he? Come on, out of the weeds. And the assassin is down. I don't think we can synchronise yet. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. I did go. I don't think maybe I wasn't high enough to synchronise, admittedly, but I don't think you can just yet. Because he wouldn't be synchronising, would he? As a privateer. I'm calling him a pirate, but he's not a pirate.
Senor Duncan
Not really.
Walpole, I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness.
Oh, you can synchronise,
If you
okay.
truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely.
Well, we killed the assassin.
Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order.
He did shoot us
come
first.
to Havana in haste. And trust
Complete the
that you
island.
shall
Oh yeah,
be
we will complete the island before we leave.
Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador
So that's the hidden blade tossed away.
Ayala.
The hidden blade has been thrown because it's broken.
Mr. Walpole? Let's go
Hello
back to
Lisa,
the war.
good evening, how are you? I'm not too bad, thank you, not too bad at all. Okay, so there's some things we've got to do here. We want to complete the island, which means synchronising everything. We're still not an assassin, although we are wearing the assassin clothes. But we're not an assassin, we've got to find a way to Havana. So, I want to go backwards a little bit, because we missed a few things here. And obviously this is a red area, that tells me there's some bad stuff happening there. So, if we can head back to this... We'll head there first, grab whatever that is. Animus Fragment. And then we'll work our way back and then come back to here. I probably should have done these before. I didn't think you could. But like I say, I don't remember a massive amount. We'll have a look now. So, this Animus Fragment is somewhere here. It is up there. Okay. That's where we've got to try and get to. Black flag, absolutely. He's going to collect the reward. His reward man. I like Edward. Can we not climb up there? We can. But he read the letter, didn't he? And that kind of told him that the clothes were important. And that's why. That's the reason he wore them. Or he put them on, was because the letter said they were important. Otherwise, I don't think he would have worn them. Right, I've got to dive off, annoyingly. And again, you're not getting the eagle noise still. As recognition that he's not an assassin. Okay. As I say, we're going to go back because we're going to clear everything as we go. And I should have probably done this at the start. I was too busy trying to chase the assassin. And not thinking we could do it. So we'll head back. Do you like Black Flag as well then, Lisa? I'm really impressed with the graphics. I think colour-wise, it's incredible. I wasn't expecting it to be so vivid, considering 2013 was when this was released. I wasn't quite sure what to expect in terms of graphics, but I think it's pretty good. Combat, from what we had the short little bit about just now, doesn't seem too bad. Pretty similar to previous. The big difference this time is obviously counter. Can I go round there? Yeah. Counter is a simple button press. Attack is a simple button press, and no X's anymore when you need to climb. It's just a straight R2. So they've definitely simplified some of the buttons, considering, like I say, this is after Assassin's Creed 3. So it seems like controls are a bit more simpler. Not that they were bad before. Right, we can synchronise. Really good game, especially the naval bits. The naval bits are really good, and thank you for the like, guys. I must appreciate it. I was saying at the start, the naval side of things, before this, the only naval we kind of had, oh, might as well work again, was really Assassin's Creed 3. Was the first time we kind of had that naval element. So it's interesting to see the differences now. And to be thrown in, you begin the game and you're thrown into combat straight away. Okay, there is a chest here. I'm just trying to see where it is. There it is. Okay. Why is there an animal footprint? A lot of things haven't been explained, like animal footprints obviously haven't been explained yet, but there must be something to that. Don't die. Okay, that was a bad mistake. Oh, we can skin an animal. It's a boar. Oh, looks like we can skin the animal. So pretty much like Assassin's Creed 3. The assassin had an artifact and he should have got money if he went there, but since Edward killed him, Edward is going to take his reward. Yeah, that's because of the letter said, wasn't it? He's waiting for him, and then Edward says, you know, I'll go and collect your reward for you. That's the amazing thing as well. This game is so revered among people for being really good. And I'm not disagreeing that it is, but Edward Kenway talks about along the same kind of lines as Bayek in a lot of ways. Right, where is it? It is above me. So I think... There we go. Fragment complete. There is a chest to our left. What I'm going to do, actually, I think... We've got to come back this way once I get the next viewpoint anyway. So, grab this viewpoint quickly, and then we'll come back and grab the chest down there. And then I think we've cleared everything backwards again, and we can actually go on to the red area. Because this was the first viewpoint we got to. I didn't think we could actually do these straight away. But Super Colby was correct. You can synchronise viewpoints immediately. And in a way, synchronising isn't just an Assassin's thing, is it? Synchronisation would be for anyone if you want a decent view of what's around you. So I can see how it makes sense. It's a long time since we played this, though. It's a very long time for me. In Origins has an Easter egg of Black Flag. Does it? Thanks for the like, Cadors, much appreciated. What is the Easter egg, Super Gollaby? I'm curious, because I can't remember one. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I can't remember one. Yeah, what was the Easter egg? Okay, let's just double check the map. I want to make sure we've cleared everything. Oh no, loads of stuff to clear. Oh wow, okay. I was expecting to go head straight there, but no, there's stuff here. There's a Jaguar nearby. We've got a treasure chest over here first. Treasure chest, database entry, treasure. We said we'd clear things as we go, so I haven't really got a choice. I wasn't expecting it to be this much stuff immediately. First treasure chest is down there. Not too worried about the animals at this point. I love the fact there's no eagle noise. Because it's not an eagle dive, there is no eagle noise. I like that. Just keeping that continuation going. Okay, we have a chest. It's kind of a spoiler. Okay. Well, we've done Odyssey though. I don't remember it in Odyssey. Is it an obvious one? Spoiler to the ending. I'd like to say my biggest memory of this is the end scene. Where's the message in a bottle? It's here. There we go. Message in a bottle. Database entry. Is the end scene. So I know where he's sitting and all that. I don't remember talking about the end scene, but I remember the actual scene itself, where he is. I'm curious though. Where was the spoil? Where was the Easter egg in Odyssey? Did we see it? Did we do it? Did I talk about it? I'm curious now because it's not like me to miss those kind of things. So this is a database entry we just gained. 16. The observatory. For several days I stayed with my captor Balaam, asking him all manner of questions, and he asking the same of me. And all the while I wondered what fate. Moved down too quickly. What fate he intended for me. At last, on the 7th day, I revealed what lay heavy on my heart. What do you want of me, sir, that you keep me prisoner so? And at this Balaam laughed, and answered, You are no prisoner, sage. You may take your leave at any point. Only tell us where you wish to be dropped, and if it be in our power, we shall transport you thence. This answer surprised and angered me. Why then did you spirit me away with such a diabolical method? Kidnap, no less. And said he in answer, Your master hosted a Templar, and may now be one himself. Such men are not to be trusted with a prize so valuable as you. Steer clear of them, for they seek the knowledge that hides in your mind, your dreams, your memories, and the location of a place once dear to you, the observatory. This word rang in my ears, for I had heard it before, another memory from a time long ago. And what do you desire of me, sir? I asked him. Would you steal the secrets buried within me too? Balaam laughed. I would not shun them, but to share them is a point for you to decide. Your secrets are your own, and yours alone to lend. I already like the the database entries already. I really like them already. We've got people. So I've got a bit of people here. So pirates, buccaneers, and privateers, often used interchangeably. These are a number of important distinctions to make between these infamous high seas swashbucklers. I love the database. I think the databases are one of the brilliant things that carry on throughout the series. Databases in the more recent games, so Valhalla database wasn't brilliant, but the earlier ones are fantastic. Better when they're written by Sean as well. So pirates, criminals on the open sea who use coercion, intimidation and violence to rob innocent people of their cargo and transport. The term pirate is a catch-all and may be used generally to refer to all who perform acts of larceny on the open ocean. Pirates have been a problem since the advent of long-distance ocean travel. Every age has seen its share of pirates, and every age has cursed the name and romanticised their cause. During the so-called Golden Age of piracy, roughly 1650 to 1725, the majority of pirates were from the British Isles. Most were young men in their 20s, and almost all had already gained some experience as sailors prior to falling into piracy. Buccaneers. Though often used as a synonym for pirates now, the term buccaneer refers more specifically to a group of pirates who lived and operated in the West Indies in the middle of the 17th century. Best known for attacking settlements and fortifications on land in large groups, the Buccaneers derived their name from the French term boucanier, an instrument used for smoking strips of meat over an open fire, a favourite sort of sustenance for these terrestrial pirates. Privateers. Privateers are non-commissioned sailors who are attacked and robbed given a letter of marque by their king or the king's official, such as a governor. Thus, the distance between a pirate and a privateer is but a hair's breadth of difference. Pirates simply sail for one monarch fewer. That's quite cool. They're not ridden by Sean, are they? Yeah, there's no sarcasm in that, is there? That's the thing. So Edward Kenway. So we learn a bit about Edward before we get too far into it. So he was born in Wales in 1693 and he died in England in 1735. That's a bit of a shame we already know his date of death, really, if you think about it. Edward James Kenway was born on the 10th of March in Swansea, Wales, to Bernard Kenway of Manchester and Lynette Hopkins of nearby Cardiff. By Edward's 10th birthday, his father moved the family to a small farm just outside Bristol, a nearby port town in the southwest of England. Note, not sure a Welsh leading man would be interesting. Can we do ADR to replace his voice? I know a great actor from London who'd be perfect, speaks in a gravelly RP accent. Okay, there is a little bit there then. A little bit of humour at least. This relocation had a depressing effect on young Edward's mood. He grew restless from the lack of contact with old friends and struggled to find an outlet for his limitless energy. By his teens, he was spending more and more time in the city away from his farm, where the lure of excitement overruled prudence. By age 16, he had substituted a career as a successful farmer for a life of hopeless tomfoolery, frequently shirking his responsibilities to his family in favour of rough company. In late 1711, at the age of 17, Edward met Caroline Scott. So she's the lady we met in the cutscene. I would assume that's Caroline Scott. Yeah, a bit of a spoiler, isn't it? Revealing his date of death already. I can understand, like in Assassin's Creed 3, where they update it as you go through the game. I would understand that, but telling us already, bit off. Thanks for the like, much appreciated. So, Caroline Scott, a woman of modest but steady means. Their friendship began cautiously, as Caroline's hand had already been promised to a boorish son of a wealthy East India Company executive. But Edward's charms eventually won out, and he and Caroline were married within a year of their meeting. A union that angered her father and got the whole of Bristol talking. Note, poor handsome chap gets the wealthy and beautiful girl. This stuff just writes itself. So there's a little bit of humour trying to but it's nowhere near what it was in Assassin's Creed 3. In the earliest months of their marriage, Edward resolved to do well by his wife and provide for her as he believed a man in his position should. But Edward's grandiose dreams and exaggerated opinion of himself prevented him from taking immediate responsibility for their well-being. And after only a year, he had stumbled back into his worst habits: drinking, fighting, and idleness. If this tells me what goes on in the game before we do it, that's going to be annoying. It was in his dark period that Edward revived an old idea of joining a privateering fleet, sailing for the West Indies, with the aim of making war against the Spanish and collecting unchecked sums of gold and cargo. This, he told his wife, was the path to quick riches. Being a sensible and prudent woman, Caroline discouraged these fanciful ideas. Note, is she a harpy? Does she nag him? Are we meant to hate her, or what? Because I certainly don't want us to feel conflicted about Edward's choices. He's the hero. Let's avoid scenes of him drinking or gambling. By the summer of 1712, Caroline understood that her husband's departure was inevitable. She wanted no further part of Edward's reckless plan, and so left him to live with her parents. Stunned by this sudden turn, Edward was determined to earn his fortune fast and prove himself as capable as he's always claimed he was. He left for the West Indies barely 1 month later, where he soon fell in with the privateer Benjamin Hornigold and his quartermaster Ed Thatch. Benjamin Hornigold, for those that aren't aware of pirates in general, is actually a real pirate. I think Ed Thatch was as well. They are real names in the history. Edward spent the first half of 1713 sailing with these two seasoned sailors on regular sweeps of the Windward Passage, but that year fate threw him another upset, the signing of the Treaty of, I'm never going to say that right, am I? Utrecht? All hostile actions between the major empires came to an end, and the prospects of British privateers dried up. Now poor, unemployed, and thousands of miles from home, Edwards and his colleagues settled on the island of New Providence in the Bahamas to reconsider their options. This goes on for ages. I didn't think this would be this long, actually, to be fair. These were fanciful days for Edward. He discovered in the small town of Nassau a life quite unlike that which he had left behind. The atmosphere of wild and noisy freedom in this small stateless encampment overwhelmed and captivated him. The drinking, the gaming, the women, the aimless desire to simply live as one pleased. And yet, as carefree as he was, his beloved Caroline was never far from his mind. If he could make something of himself in the West Indies, work in a sugar plantation, perhaps he might win her back after all this time away. But in absence of true conviction, habit takes hold fast, and it was only a matter of time before Edward set back out to sea with his mates, to live the life they'd known best, No longer privateers, legal and sanctioned, but as pirates, now, with nary a whit of loyalty to kin and country, earning his fortune by the sword and pistol, and praying his end was never too near. Note, if we can remove some of the more unseemly bits of his personality, this is a great backstory. Edward's bound to be a hit. What do you think about Spider-Man the Adventure game? Spider-Man the Adventure game was okay. I dislike the sound his web makes when he fires it. But other than that, it's not too bad. I get the complaints about swinging and you've got a invisible ceiling, but I kind of understand why that's the case. But he's an okay character. So this is Duncan. We like to read everything. It gives you a lot of depth to what we're doing. But these are quite long as well. So this is Duncan Walpole, born 1679, died 1715. Second cousin to Robert Walpole, Britain's first Prime Minister. Duncan was raised in relative comfort and ease until his 18th birthday, whereupon he joined the British Royal Navy as a midshipman with dreams of becoming a full officer. His immoderate temper and his impulsiveness, however, stemmed a swift ascension, and you grew impatient with his progress. After 3 years, his interest in the Navy had dwindled to nothing. With his heart set on finding a post with the East India Company, he had a chance meeting with a fellow sailor whom he had come to respect and admire. And it was this sailor who introduced Walpole to the Assassin Order and all its teachings. Huge disappointment. We always read everything. We've done it in every game we've done, especially database entries. Just because it's interesting to learn that backstory, you get more of a sense of all the different characters. But they don't show up the way they did in Assassin's Creed 3. Like, it doesn't notify you with a new database entry. So unless we look at them, it won't come up, to be fair. You think it was a huge disappointment. So I don't think it was a disappointment. Please do read everything. Yeah, I don't think it was a huge disappointment. I think it was actually quite a good addition. I think the way they did it was a bit wrong, but I can understand the reasoning. Why create a big backstory to a character that not everyone's going to get to play? So I kind of understand why that didn't happen. So leery at first, Duncan soon took to this secret order with a fervour and drive that he had not known in the Navy, and as his skills increased, so too did his reputation. But his temper and impulsiveness, coupled with a growing arrogance, were always a liability. He was known for his frequent clashes with the elders of the British Assassin Order. Still, he was a valuable asset to the Order, so much so that in 1714 his mentor asked him to sail for the West Indies, rendezvous with the Brotherhood there, and meet with their mentor, Bay. I probably said that completely wrong, admittedly. Walpole accepted this position with eagerness and departed within the month. The assassins in England never heard from him again. Well, we know what happened to him. That would be Edward. So this is Caroline Scott, the betrothed, who Edward was leaving. Born in 1691, no death date. Why have we got a death date for Edward then? It's a bit weird. Daughter of Emmet and Elizabeth Scott, Caroline was born in Bristol, England, to a prosperous family of merchants and civil servants. Given a modest education by her father, she furthered her own studies in her own way, taking time to read as often as her familiar duties allowed. Splitting her time between this and helping her mother manage their father's affairs, she grew into a confident, level-headed woman with more skill and intelligence than her situation allowed her to exercise. Caroline first met Edward Kenway outside the old chalet in the aftermath of a drunken altercation. She had arrived to fetch one of her servants, and there found Edward escorting the woman from the clutches of one of Bristol's more notorious cads. Thankful for his kindness, Caroline agreed to a second meeting on more equitable terms, hardly thinking a romance possible. And yet, against most odds, this is just what happened. Edward and Caroline grew quite close and soon fell in love, much to the dismay of her father. Emmet Scott had already promised his daughter to the son of a wealthy East India Company executive, and made his displeasure apparent at every turn. All this noise was to no avail. Caroline and Edward were married in 1712. That is our last entry we've currently got. I will say that, well, the East India Company is mentioned quite a few times, and that was the original rumour for the next game in the franchise that we was going to have. Was meant to be East India Company, but nothing's been said since. But that is our database up to date. So, as I say, we're going to clear everything we can here. Next, we have another treasure chest. Not too worried about the animals as such. I think, clearing-wise, we want all the chests, we want viewpoints and all that good stuff. So I think there's a chest here. Or am I above it? Have I gone too high too soon? Have a look on the edge. I've got a feeling I've gone too high. Is the chest below us? I think it is. That's the only thing with the mini-map. It's not giving you a height. Yeah, it's below us. Just see it down there. You need to hunt animals to craft it. Oh, you do, don't you? I completely forgot about that. So if we come across animals, obviously we will hunt them. Just I didn't know if we should leave that on this opening section. Another chest obtained. Been lots of plenty of silver. Hopefully we can sell some of that along the way. I'm one of these people that never sells anything and hoards everything. So we'll see what happens there. Okay. So that's that bit clear. What else have we got on this mini-map? So there is a jaguar here. We can go looking for it, or we can just carry on clearing all this. We need all of this as we work our way to here. I've got a feeling we're going to find many more animals. I think we should concentrate on the chest, because although it says a jaguar there, and again, we don't know trophies. It may be trophy related, actually. I only just thought of that. We haven't got a gun either, I don't think. But I think it's up above us anyway. We may actually bump into it. If we see it, we'll do our best to take it on. I don't know where it is in relation to us. Is that still showing up on the map? It is, isn't it? Okay, let's go for the jaguar first. It is right in front of us. It is above us, actually. Okay, that's all good. Where's the jaguar? Well, it says the jaguar's here. I can't see it. So although it tells us it's here, I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it's here. Plenty of other animals. Okay, we'll have to leave it for the time being, I think. Unless it's just a ground where you may come across one, maybe. I'm not sure, but definitely wasn't there then. Okay, let's crack on. We've got to definitely leave the island. Well, we've got to make our way to Havana tonight. I don't want to do the whole stream and not actually make it anywhere. We are live again tomorrow morning with more Black Flag. I could hear something. What was it? Oh, it's a boar. Where are you? Come here. It's not going to attack us though, is it? I didn't mean to do that, but I've managed to take it down. You can hear things around us, and it's what's able to be gained and what's not. Another boar here. Keep pressing the button accidentally. Okay, let's grab the chest while we're here anyway. Thank you. Thanks for the like, much appreciated. I think that's just gone up again. Very much appreciated, everyone. Okay, so we've gained. Yeah, we didn't find the jaguar. Couldn't see it there. We're going to clear all this though. There is a wild pig there, but again, I think, and I don't know for sure, but I think the markers for animals are best place to find them. Maybe we've already found some wild pigs. So I'm assuming it's best place to find them, but I'm not 100%. But yeah, we're going to try and clear the island before we head down here. Can't leave the island undone. You've seen us do playthroughs before. We don't like leaving things not completed. Okay, so we're heading up there. What's our best route across? Don't think I can go this way, can I? No, I think that's impassable there. And I don't know if how much climbing you can do immediately. I would say you can climb off the vine though. We'll find out in a second. Be interesting to see if we are restricted climbing wise. Let's find out. Yeah, a little bit. So we actually you can't just free climb everywhere. Good to know. Do need to go up there. Maybe another place further around, to be fair. It's always worth testing climbing out, because you just don't know whether it's restricted or not. I think the animal marks are for the general area, so you know what island to go for hunting a specific animal. Yeah, sounds about right, actually, to be fair. As I say, we did find some wild pigs fairly quickly, but no sign of the jaguar. There's me trying to climb up there, and I didn't need to. There was a passage. Okay. More wild pigs. They will run away from me. We kind of need a gun or a bow or something, don't we? But treasure chest is what we're here for. Sound of the water is really realistic. For something that was out 9 years ago, I am impressed with some of the things that I've held up well over time. Okay, there's something we need up there. You can just see it shining in the distance. We do need that. I think we'll go this way. No, wasn't what I intended. Okay, I can see a monkey. I want that. So how are we getting that? The tree's here, isn't it? See the monkey in the tree, though. Not sure if you can hunt monkeys or not. There we go. Fragment achieved. There should be another treasure chest. There's a lot of treasure on this island. Okay, another one done. Let's have a look. So we definitely need to be heading north, because we need these up here. There's also a Mayan Stela. How only the shoes touch the wall ever got fully wet? I know, it's weird, isn't it? That's, you can see graphically that's a little bit odd. Treasure chest is here. Don't really want to be in there, do I? Well, I can get through to get the treasure chest. There we go. Gotta remember to stop pressing R2, because then it won't run over everything. Okay. We need to find a way up. Would be my first thinking, because we need to head north. And I'm thinking we need maybe to head back a bit. Just trying to think where. Although that's a dead end there, isn't it? But there's a way north of the Mayan statue. Maybe further round. I don't know. I say that, we didn't need to go north. Look at that. It's not just me that can see the rainbow. That is cool. He must splash a lot. He does splash a lot. Look at that rainbow. That rainbow's really cool. Right, it's a treasure chest up here. Get out of the water. Yeah, I see you mean by getting soaked as well. It does. It dries out pretty quickly though in the nice sun. Okay. Now I can't for the life. Oh, we can interact. Let's find out what we need to do with the Mayan statues then. We've got to align the shape. So similar to Assassin's Creed 3, strangely enough. Let's see if we can do this. I think it's going to be that one. Yeah. Are we not there? There we go. We align the shape. X marks the spot without the X. If the pig had stayed, I would have taken the pig. Right, we're going to dig it out. What's underneath? It's a way to break a sword and blunt it, isn't it? You could have lifted that rock with your hands. There we go. We have our first Mayan artifact. We'll take it. Mayan stone is now ours. Come here, pig. I don't think. There we go. Pig's down. Okay. Last things to pick up, we've got another chest, shanty, and 2 more chests, and then we can head down to the viewpoint in the area there. Lots of pigs around, isn't there, in this area? As Lisa reminded us, we do need to craft, so we do need as much animal things as possible. Things is the wrong word, I know. Where's my chest? Okay, chest is here, but I can't see it. Why can't I see a chest? There's not much left when you do skin an animal, I'll give you that. Why have been... Okay. It must be below us, that chest. I think it is. Looking at the mini-map. Sea shanty is in the tree there. Obviously I don't want to go away and have to come back. I think one chest is below us. And I think 2 chests are below us. The sea shanty is obviously there. Right, we may miss this first attempt, but we shall see. I don't know what button we need to press once we get close to it. That's everything. Through the water. We've already been here to grab the treasure, but there we go. Where are you going now? To my shanty. Where's it gone? Don't tell me I missed it. I missed it, didn't I? How did I miss that? Okay. This was the one thing I was worried about, was sea shanties, and there's my reason. Not back in the tree yet. They just disappeared on me. You have to go to sleep. Good evening, Cass. How are you? Glad you started this. I have no complaints. Good, good. But no worries. I understand it's late for you. The sea shanty disappeared on me. That's annoying. You love how he runs and fights. I didn't collect the sea shanty, did I? Did it not come back? You see a dude running after it. I know, that'd be incredible, wouldn't it? See someone really running after it. The sea shanty is no longer on the map. Did I catch? I don't think I caught it. Let's have a look. Okay, inventory. Treasure maps, no. I want to see quest items. No. Hunting goods, ammunition. Don't know what it comes under. That's my only issue. Hello BNB, good evening, how are you? You might as well 100% all locations where you go, it's worth it. Oh yeah, absolutely, that's the plan. It looks like it should be on our level, doesn't it, the treasure? And I don't know if I gained... That's really annoying, because I don't know if we gained a sea shanty. It's not appeared again. It disappears for a while. Okay, so that's why it's not here just yet. Oh, I got it! As I was walking along the branch, the sea shanty must have appeared as we were walking on the branch, so we gained the sea shanty. Completely accidentally. That's even better. Upgrading your ship matters much more than upgrading your pistols and swords. Oh, absolutely. It's all going to be about the ship, isn't it? It will be back. Yeah, that was really cool. We just got it. How long does the stream last, BNB? It will last another hour to an hour and a half. No point of upgrading sword in games of Black Flag and Rogue. No, but you can always get better weapons, can't you? I'm curious to where this chest is. The other one, so if we look at the map quickly, that one we've got marked up says it's on the same level as us if you look at the map. This one says it's not. So I kind of understand the second one. The first one is not here. Which is rather annoying. Unless it's a graphical issue. Hacks remember for that? Yeah, absolutely. Just go to where it's going to reappear and stand in place of it. Quite handy. You'll be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, no worries, BNB. So yeah, weird that it says it's here, but it's not. Whereas this one says it's not. There's nowhere else it could be. It's definitely not here. I'm not being silly, I don't think. So down here, it must be in the waterfall, is my only thinking. It's a weird one, that one. Let's head down. Didn't mean to do that jump, but luckily we made it. I'll take that. That might be too big a fall, to be fair. Let's head down. Don't tell me I can't find one chest already. That'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it? Can he make that jump? He can indeed. Okay. This has got to be. It's got to be in the waterfall, surely. It is in the waterfall. So although it's telling us it was on the same level we were, it wasn't. It was lying to us. It's inside the waterfall. Hunter the same animal in every load goes, since we only need 2 of them for most upgrades. Oh, okay. Mechanically, Edward comes after Ezio. Of course he does. Because we've already had the Desmond era, haven't we? So, yeah, Edward will come after Desmond. Good evening, Cathy. How are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Edward's far better than Ivor. Don't know why people don't even try to compare them. I will not give an opinion until we finish the game. You know this. Okay. There is another treasure. Looks like it's in here. So as always, like I said at the start, we're going to try and clear every location as we go. So it may get a little bit tedious, but I think it's the easiest way of making sure we do everything. And I believe that is the map now clear. Let's have a look. Yes, map is now clear. Obviously you've got the animal location, but they don't clear by the looks of things. It's just likeliest location to find something, I believe. So, third viewpoint. We'll head to that next. It's also a red area, so this would be interesting, combat-wise. I think this might be the first game we do that we actually use pistols more. As long as they're quicker to reload than they were in Assassin's Creed 3.
That schooner will do
Then we'll
me
be
just
okay.
fine.
Right, we found a ship. I know it's a restricted area, that's fine. There's a viewpoint here. That's all I want, and then we'll decide next. For a second I thought you said we'd done everything time to move on. No, not quite. It'd be a bit quick. I don't know if someone's done a speed run of Assassin's Creed Black Flag before, but that would be miles too quick. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. Okay, we're missing. There's a chest here. Weirdly, we can already do this. We've already got something that I don't believe we should have access to just yet, because we're not an assassin. So that shouldn't be possible. I think I don't want to go down and have to come all the way back up. I'm pretty sure that chest is below us. Down there. Let's hope I'm not wrong. It's also a red area, so we do need to be a little bit careful. We'll grab this chest and we'll look on the map. Come on, please be in here. Please be right. I am indeed. Perfect. You hadn't done the viewpoint. No, exactly. But yeah, I think we'd be a bit quick to finish it already. Right. So there's a couple of things to collect in this restricted area, and then there's also a cadaver, which is a treasure map. So we do need to grab those. D is explanation for this further in the story. Oh, okay. Right. Obviously, if we get seen and have to fight, we'll fight.
The Commodore's got to head to Kingston.
Free the merchant. So we have to go and free that guy that's been taken captive by the pirates. Obviously, I also want that over there. I don't know if I can get to that after. So we want to try and get to it now. Where am I? I need to be above, don't I, to jump off the branch, I think. I'm ignoring the man that needs help. I want to say we can climb up here. I'm hoping the guy doesn't die the longer we take. I really am. I think this is the way to get the shard. Like I said, I don't know if these are important, but since we try and collect everything, we'll try and collect everything. For Edward, the eagle vision must be genetic. That's a good point, actually. Using the explanations further in the story, yeah. Black Flag is the only game in Assassin's Creed franchise to say I have 100% clear. Oh, wow. I think a lot of people did, and like I say, it's still one of the most talked about games in the whole franchise. Stalking Zones. Dense vegetation can be used as stalking zones. They allow you to hide and move undetected. Use them to approach targets stealthily. We're a pirate.
I'll pay you. Anything you like.
Should we be doing stealth as a pirate? More than likely, to be fair. I moved and I didn't realise there's a person walking towards us. He's currently looking our way. I want the treasure chest.
Oh God.
Cool. Treasure chest. We're going to grab this and then we're going to try an attempt stealth. How they're not seeing me already, I don't know. Right, we're in the undergrowth.
Take anything you like.
Okay. We do need to get to the cadaver as well. I'm assuming we don't have to leave immediately after freeing him. Because obviously we don't want to leave immediately. We want to get the cadaver.
Anything you like.
Just looking at the tortoise moving to the side. That's quite cool. Little things. I'll get distracted. Always do. Okay, I want this guy. I want no one else to see us take him.
Oh God. Oh God.
Can whistle. My concern is the guy just there. He's looking this way annoyingly. Why did you have to look this way?
Take my sugar. Take anything you like.
Okay. Obviously, I'd rather not get myself into a big fisticuff fight straight off the bat. Right, first guy down.
I'll pay you. Anything you like.
I did whistle trying to get this guy. Look at the tortoise. On the golden sands. I've never finished and will not finish any game that I understand over a huge waste of time. You know, I do see why people don't. It's a huge undertaking. Obviously, we did start doing it with Valhalla. That was our first. And you guys encouraged us to do it. And I don't regret it. I enjoy it. Obviously, some can get tedious. And you kind of have to do... You have to play the way you want to play. You know, if it's not your style to do everything 100% and see everything there is in a game, then that's fine. You know, everyone has those choices. You decide how you play. You spend your money. You buy a game. How you play is completely down to you. As I say, the Platinum Trophies really only came about because of you guys encouraging us with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Okay, we can free the merchant. Do we run in and just go and free him, or do we... I'll try a whistle. No, no one's coming towards us.
Anything you like.
I think I'll just have to go in. I know the cadaver's there.
You stop. You're done for now.
Oh, one's down. So the parry system is quite straightforward compared to previous. It's a one button press. Thank you for shooting your guy for us. It's a one button press. Combat's not bad. Although it is a bit button bashy because you're pressing one button. Right, where's my human cadaver? There it is. But it's definitely, I think, so far, I would say Assassin's Creed 2 is the worst combat. Treasure maps. Find treasure maps on explorers' cadavers. They would lead you to a specific place on an island. Dig there and you might find money or plans to upgrade your ship. Use buttons to select the maps and press triangle to open them. The corners will lead you to a location. The image will help you find the right spot. Okay, this feature is also accessible from a second screen. So these will give you something on that island that will tell you roughly where to go. Oh, trophy achieved. Owned. I think we've 100% cleared the first one. Combat seems similar to... It does seem very similar to Assassin's Creed 3, to be fair. Okay, so that treasure map, I think, is for this island. I believe. I could be completely wrong. But that does look similar. Does it look similar? I don't know. I don't want to leave the island to find the treasure map for this island. But we do have coordinates. So if we can get the proper world map up, we'll actually know for sure. But yeah, I would have said that is for this island. These are the things I take a photo of, so I don't have to keep going into an in-game menu to see. But we have found the Mayan stele. Okay, it cancelled off quicker than I wanted it to.
Anything you like.
So, if we can we go... so coordinates are 179593. So we are in the right place. This is the right coordinates for that treasure map. The number on the bottom left will tell you where it is. Oh, you mean bottom right, don't you? The coordinates, yeah. So we're on the right island. So now we just need to find the right bay. Because there's a couple of bays. So we're looking for a ship. Which I think is going to be this one, isn't it? I would have said. So if I turn the map, we've got this bit here. We're looking for... I think it's there. I want to say it's there. I'm ignoring the guy who wants to rescue it for a minute. I think the treasure map's over here. I know you guys haven't got it on screen again. But I took a picture. And I think...
Oh God. Oh God.
Yes, there we go. Look, there's a little cave system in the water here. I think we're on the right track. It's supposedly in the end of this cave. Okay. Dig. Yeah, I know what you meant. I knew when you said it you meant right. It's just the way you see it on the screen, isn't it? But we've done it. First treasure map done. Not too bad to find. Not too bad to achieve. So that is definitely the first island cleared. I'll take that every day of the week. Excavator trophy achieved already. I didn't actually see what we got for that. Did anyone... Because we got the trophy come up, I couldn't see what we actually gained for the treasure chest. But we've cleared the first island, which can't have any complaints. He didn't use the sword to dig... No, he didn't, did he? It was only when moving the rock for the Mayan statue. Mayan key. That was the only time he used his sword. It seems a bit weird. Right, let's free this man, shall we?
By God's grace, sir, you saved me. A profusion of thanks. Is that yours? It is my vessel, yes.
But that's what we're going to do with every island. I want to clear everything off every island as we go.
I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
You don't mean to
you don't get to see him, do you? Because if I had a capture card, which I'm obviously still waiting for the insurance and all that stuff before I can do so, you would then see the trophies because a capture card replicates my screen. Because I stream directly through PS4 currently, you don't see the trophy, but instead of seeing it, you see a black box come up. Yeah, I don't know what it's called either, to be fair, but you get the same thing.
When you first appeared, did you? Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say.
But yeah, we'll solve that in the future. But it's obviously on my list, but it's going to be a little way down the line.
I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
So he's happy we rescued him, considering he was screaming for his life a minute ago. Reach the ship's wheel. Okay. Obviously we know we've finished everything, but just to confirm, that is the island clear. We found the treasure as well.
Lacking a rowboat, I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Okay.
Hardly the worst thing to happen.
We will swim. Bear with me a second. Just going to get rid of the spam. It's definitely becoming a worse thing. We never used to have it in live streams. Recently, it's becoming a lot worse, and the actual anti-spam thing that I've meant to have set up doesn't seem to stop it. It does stop some, but it doesn't stop all of it. All the fish around us. The detail on them fish, you got to think. I know I've said it a few times. 2013, the game came out. The detail, I think, is really good. There are obviously some issues that you think graphically it's not the best, but I think it's aged well. I just want that first sea shanty to sing. That's all I want. Okay, we have the wheel of our first ship, or maybe our only. I don't remember, to be fair. We have the wheel.
Welcome aboard, Duncan. She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose, trafficking cargo from my plantation and such.
She'll do fine.
Which song did you get on this island? I don't know.
Let's strike to full, shall we?
Hang on, let them finish talking. There we go. I don't know what sea shanty we got. It should tell us, shouldn't it? Progress tracker. Memory 1. It's not going to tell me that then. I want collector. Is it going to tell me? I want sea shanty. It's locations. I don't know where I'm going to find them. That's the other thing. Treasure quest. See, treasure maps. We've only got that one. Quest items. Temple keys, mine stones. Where do you find your sea shanties then? Would it be database? Animus database. Shanties. It's in the database. I've just spotted it just as you put it on the screen, Lisa. Yeah, in database. Shanties. So early in the morning. Am I really gonna have to? I'm not singing it. I'll read it. I'm not singing it. So early in the morning, the mate was drunk and he went below to take a swig of his bottle-o. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle-o. The bottle-o, the bottle-o. The sailor loves his bottle-o. A bottle of rum, a bottle of gin, a bottle of Irish whiskey-o. The baccio, tobacco, the sailor loves his baccio. A packet of shag, a packet of cut, a plug of hard tobacco-o. The lasses owe, the maidens owe, the sailor loves the Judies-o. A lass from the pool, a girl from the Tyne, a chow lao so fine and dandy-o. Man, this goes on. A bully rough house, the sailor likes his rough house-o. Tread on me coat and all hands in, a bully good rough and tumble-o. A sing-song-o, a sing-song-o, a sailor likes a sing-song-o. A drinking song, a song o' love, a ditty of seas and shipmates-o. That's the one we got. I'm definitely not a singer. And we did... we got 2 new things. So Steed Bonnet, Bonnet, I think it's pronounced. Steed? This is the guy whose ship we've just acquired. We'll hear the songs once you put the crew in, so you might not need to read them. Okay, glad to hear it. So this is Steed Bonnet, born 1688, no death date, which is weird again. Born in plenitude and wealth on Barbados, Steed Bonnet seemed destined for a life of pleasure and ease. The son of a successful and influential plantation owner, his early life was marked by tragedy. His parents died suddenly, leaving 7-year-old Steed orphaned and in a perpetual state of melancholy. His inheritance of some 400 acres of land softened the blow caused by the loss of his parents. By the time Steed was in his late teens, he had already restored the sugar plantation to a profitable state. He married young and set about starting a family as soon as possible, but owing to what some called a disorder of the mind, he never found solace or comfort in these domestic trappings. To further complicate his unease, his firstborn son died in infancy, further amplifying his grief and stirring his restlessness. As a means of coping, he dreamed of going to sea and sailing around the world, meeting people, living life as a man free of his obligations thrust upon him. This sounds like an inspiring story. Would he make a good hero character or villain? No, trust me. We will meet the people that are talking about this very soon, I'm sure. And the British Empire. Don't worry, it's not very long. The course of the 18th century saw the British Empire become the world's leading colonial power, with France and Spain as its primary rivals. After siding with the Netherlands and the Holy Roman Empire in the War of the Spanish Succession, the British Empire expanded, gaining territories from both Spain and France, and taking over control of the Atlantic slave trade in Spanish America. Right, we're all up to date with Animus database. Well, let's tell me I'm not. What have I missed? Oh, ships. Okay, so that's about the ships. And I hate having exclamation marks, I'm not saying something. So turtle, I said tortoise, is nice turtle, and wild pig. Perfect. Do we want me to read? Shall I read the animals? I'll let you lot decide that. Let me know if you want me to read the animal database entry. Well, I'm quite happy to. Okay, we're sailing out the bay.
There's a tug of the wind at my hair. I find a bracing comfort in the feel and smell of the ocean. The raw stink of possibility.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
He seems a very happy chappy, doesn't he? That's Steve Bonnet. Dolphins jumping next to the boat. Okay, I could probably speed up a bit, to be fair.
We've really opened it up now, haven't we?
On the left. I'll slow down a bit to make a corner.
Those sailors were quite animated by the idea of pirates roaming these waters. Is it a real danger, do you suppose?
A possibility. But most pirates stalk the Windward Passage between Cuba and Hispaniola.
Oh, I see. Yes. That is a bustling strait.
Considering he obviously doesn't recognise the
But I
uniform, he
shouldn't
did
worry
think he was a
about
pirate by the
being
way he
waylaid
walked.
by pirates, truth be told. My ship is small, and I have nothing of immense value. Sugarcane and its yields, molasses, rum, that sort of thing.
There's not a pirate living who'd turn his back on a keg of rum.
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose that's true.
Obviously don't want to stick in the ship. I think I'm going the right way. It's a very tight turn coming up. I think his wife told us we could slow down and make better turns. It's a very tight turn. Out of the bay. Try not to run aground. I think we'll make it okay. But yeah, he's quite a happy chappy. That's Steve Bonnet. He obviously doesn't recognise the uniform, but he knows because of the uniform we're not a pirate. But then still thought we were because of the way we walked. Obviously didn't get out much before his journeys on sea. Right, let me speed up again. Obviously I don't want to crash the ship straight away. That wouldn't be a good start, would it? But I'm impressed with entering the first island so well as well. There's lots to see and do though in Black Flag from what I remember.
All in the stunsail.
Slow it down just to make the turn. We can now sail out the bay. And that is full steam ahead. And look at that whale. I forgot all about the whales jumping out of the water. That is really cool. The outfit might be expensive looking, so it assumes Ed is higher status. Good shout actually. I hadn't thought of that side of things. It could be a case, couldn't it? It looks dirty, but yeah, you could be right there.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of strangeness, aye.
Yeah, completely forgot about the whales. That is an amazing sight when you see it.
Fantastic work. Very promising.
So now back to modern day. This was the bit I expected at the start. I didn't think trophy achieved, heroes aren't born. I didn't expect us to start off immediately in as a pirate and as Edward Kenway. I kind of expected modern day first.
All right.
But not the
Easy
case.
now. There you go. Welcome back. Well, your numbers look good. Now let's make sure we can break your brain, all right?
Okay.
I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here. Look up. That's it. Down. So far, so good. Let's get you up.
I can move left to right.
So
we're a
welcome to
faceless
the Sample
person.
17 project.
I didn't remember any of this, to
Before
be
you
fair.
get started, you're gonna need this.
We have an earpiece.
Go.
Very high tech.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, bonjour. C'est bon? It works?
All right, let's take a walk. Your file says you've done some memory research before, but not to this extent.
Obviously
which is
Desmond is
surprising.
gone, so
You're
this is the
very
next
good. The
bit
data
that
streams are
carried
very
on
stable.
after Desmond. I actually don't remember much about the modern day side of things, to be fair. This part I remember, I didn't enjoy this much. The modern day is a bit lacking. Really?
Impressive,
Okay.
right? This building is barely 6 months old, but Abstergo Entertainment has been a studio for a few years, since 2010.
I've always enjoyed the modern day parts. I've always found they're pivotal to the series, and in some way more important to the series and franchise as anything
Maybe you
else.
saw Liberation? That was our first title powered by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the iceberg.
Ah.
Soon, we'll be unveiling commercial Animus servers for the whole world to enjoy. They'll
Still
offer
not
passive
Liberation?
experiences, of course. Edited versions of real history. But only the exciting parts. And we think we found the perfect subject for our first full-length virtual feature. Caribbean pirates. So that's your gig.
So
It'll just take a minute, okay?
that's what we seem to be doing then. We are doing the research for them to launch,
thank you,
by the
Nancy.
sounds of it.
Bonne journée.
Hang on.
C'est bon, tout est prêt.
That's...
Magnifique.
What's her name? Is it not? I don't know if I...
This is for you. The
I don't know.
primary tool
It does
of
seem
our
much more
trade.
familiar.
Your
Rebecca.
communicator. Power it up and give it a look. It's pretty slick.
Exactly. Okay, we have an iPad.
You might have noticed that security seems a little light.
I don't know how we use the iPad.
That's because your communicator is your key to getting around.
It's there, okay. What were iPads and phones like 9 years ago? Were they as high tech as this is currently? As it's showing us, or was it... I can't... 9 years ago seems such a long time ago. But I can't remember what things were like.
See that flashing wireless signal? It means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do the honors. We're headed up to the Sample 17 studio, 2nd floor.
Okay. Select sample. That one. Didn't hang on this. Look out for Sean too at the front desk, I think. Oh, really? I was questioning myself. I wasn't entirely sure
Let's go.
it was who I thought it possibly was.
Ah,
Okay,
there's
let's
the
have a
boss,
look.
Olivier Garneau, our CCO. I'll introduce you. Bonjour.
Salut Mélanie. Ça va bien?
Well, thanks. Have you met our new hire? Just started today.
I haven't. Bonjour. What project?
Sample 17, the Kenway line.
Hey them, Connor...
Edward, the pirate.
Yar, matey.
That is a rubbish pyro
Very
impression.
exciting. Welcome aboard. Mélanie, can we talk in your office for a minute?
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet you.
So, this is the Sample 17 floor. We're diving into the memories of one very generous donor,
Okay.
Desmond Miles. We're pulling all the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day, we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there. This pair of legs is John, one of the wizards.
So we
in
are
our team.
working
He's just fixing
for-
something for you.
Not fixing, calibrating.
We're
Calibrating. Right.
working for a
So
Sturgo
here we
then.
are, your very own Animus workstation. This is all yours, so sit back, relax, and find us some good footage.
Look at that little trophy on the back.
If you need any hints or tips, the Animus is loaded with tutorial programs, so you'll have no problems. And I'll check in on you later. Happy pirating.
QR code. So obviously we can head back, return to Animus, that's all good. You know I've got to have a look at this first. Can't select it, can we? But we have our first little trophy. I like the look of all them though. Wonder how many more we're going to get. What is the QR code? Sticky note. Being that life is both sacred and profane, priceless and worthless, fleeting and eternal, we submit. Being that life can be easily construed from primordial swamps, as from the stinking petri dish, we submit. Being that those who came before imbued in us with life and may remove it as readily, shall we defy or deny their original plan, we submit. Okay. Yeah, QR code was that one. That's one of 20. So there's 20 QR codes to find around here. Let's have a look at our files. Is that the only thing in our files? Employee passport. Your passport. Is that it? Nice welcome. Welcome to the team. Congratulations on making the bold step towards the best years of your career. Abstergo Entertainment has a fresh outlook and a unique way of working. With so many possibilities for growth, it can be overwhelming at first, but we're here to help you get settled in and down to work, the work of following your dreams. That's the same thing again, isn't it? Yeah. A new kind of entertainment. Inspiration strikes at unexpected times in unusual places. We got our stars in the entertainment division of a technology company, Abstergo Industries. Our research into genetic memory, more on that later, led to captivating and enthralling surprises. Today we have a wide range of transmedia offerings from games to books, films and comics. We're more than just an entertainment company. We like to think of ourselves as a history company built on science. Now those are some good genes. Yeah, no worries at all, BNB. No worries at all. A little prehistory. 1937, Asturga Industries was founded with the ambitious objective of making the best results of scientific progress available to humanity, widely, accessibly, and responsibly. Also in 1937, Asturga Industries is an early supporter of workers' unions. Our relationship with employees is even closer and stronger today in all of our subsidiaries, including Asturga Entertainment. 1940, recognising its responsibility to create opportunity and stability for its people and all people, Asturga Industries takes the role of global leader, aiding the establishment of the World Bank and NASA, among many defining initiatives of the 20th century. And then 38 years after that, the first Animus is created and the discipline of DNA memory research is born. In 2009, after 25 years of meticulous testing, DNA memory is ready for public consumption. Asturga Industries launches a pilot entertainment division to produce experimental features for entertainment markets. A year later, in 2010, the prototypical Asturga Industries Entertainment Division issues its first release, Project Legacy. The social media phenomenon dazzles audience by allowing them to relive genetic memories of historical figures and little-known heroes of the past. In 2011, via its growing entertainment division, Asturga Entertainment tests a new multiplayer simulation of historically inspired entertainment gyms. The experiment is embraced by a competitive new generation of gamers eager to outdo one another. In 2012, in collaboration with major video game publisher Ubisoft, Asturga Entertainment's Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation is released. For the first time, the public hears a story of Aveline de Grandpierre, a fallen assassin who rediscovers the light with the help of the Templar Order. A modern classic is born. 2013, ground is broken on Asturga Entertainment's new headquarters in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, home to gourmet cuisine, major shows, great shopping, and a vibrant local culture. Montreal blends old world charm with new world energy, the perfect balance for entertaining, historical, scientific, innovative company. Present and beyond, you join a team, a star is born. The future looks brighter than ever. I like the hint back to Aveline. I think that's quite cool. So our role, we go out of our way to recruit the most talented people from all walks of life. Innovators, producers, good listeners always seem to know what we need a moment before we do. Hello Irene, good evening, how are you? Long time no see indeed. How are you getting on? You should feel at home in your Animus workstation to explore history with the thoroughness you crave and we expect. Who knows, maybe you'll uncover past technology to the benefit of future generations, unearth evidence of a secret society, break a few codes, or make an astounding connection between mysterious documents. This could be the beginning of something beautiful, or shocking, or evocative. It's all there in history, and the secrets of humanity are at your disposal, thanks to the genetic memories you put in your hands. At Asturga Entertainment, we understand the power of knowing where you belong. That's why we've designed an ironclad hierarchy that leaves the organisation to us. You can do what you do best, research and create to your heart's content. No need to worry about getting ahead, we'll take care of that for you. Your work hours are from 8:30 AM to 5:30 PM, and feel free to start as late as 10. Now that's a nice company to work for, isn't it? And don't be surprised if you get so absorbed in history, sometimes forget to go home. Okay? Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, we're not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. So vacations, everyone needs a breather once in a while. Your first week off will come after 3,000 hours in the Animus or a year at Asturga Entertainment. Whichever comes first, it's going to fly by. You don't get a week off until you've done 3,000 hours or a year. We have the best life insurance plan in the business, and that's just a start. You'll find everything you need for a healthy, energised work life right at your fingertips. Check the atrium for everything from fresh sushi to organic direct trade coffee. Yum. Your building security, your communicator will give you access to the areas you need. Diversity and gender equality. Asturga Industries and Asturga Entertainment recognises the fundamental benefit to humanity of striving to include the best minds around the world and across society. If you have ideas for reaching and engaging new contributors from underrepresented segments, you're encouraged to contact HR. And the non-disclosure. You're free to trumpet your enthusiasm and loyalty to Asturga Entertainment on social media. Heck, shout it from the rooftop if you need to. But remember, unless specified, the following information does not be shared. Project details, their titles, launch dates, themes, characters, settings, and all other identifying traits. The physical layout of Asturga Entertainment, Asturga Industries campuses, and the makeup of teams, including immediate colleagues, supervisors, reports, and their project status, Mentions of any technology, partners, affiliates, retailers, wholesalers, and allusions to the details of sales reports or bonus structures must not be shared. For the protection of marketing and media schedules and potential loss of data, employees are encouraged not to travel with work, but in cases where it cannot be avoided, advise use laptops, tablets, and communicators only in approved Asturgo hotels and meeting rooms, never in a public or an unvetted space. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Benefits. We have the best life insurance plan in the business. We knew about that. We've done this bit already. Non-disclosure's done. Why has it been there twice? So, DNA memory, how it works. No one really knows. Just kidding. It's a safe and well-documented process. Step 1, acquisition. Step 2, extraction. Step 3, exploration. Step 4, editing. It's like doing YouTube videos. Yeah, that confidentiality clause is insane. What some call animal instinct, Dr. Warren Vidic termed genetic memory. Locked within our DNA are records of our ancestors' lives. The Animus is a device that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions. It's a window to the past that allows you to experience history, but not change it. That happens later, in editing. It's like having a YouTube channel. Once we were bound to explore our genetic memories of our own ancestors, but today it's possible to research within the memories of any ancestor for whom Asturgo Entertainment holds a viable sample for extraction, and all with negligible side effects. Note, genetic memory records for a given ancestor end at the moment of conception, where genetic material is passed on. Okay, that's interesting. And that's it. The building plan is there as well. Yeah, no worries, Irene, at all. I understand that everyone has lives, everyone is busy, everyone has things going on, so I completely understand, Irene. Don't worry about it. That's when you do have a chance to stop by and say hello, I massively appreciate it, but don't feel you have to. Okay, a little bit going on there, wasn't there? So we've got a choice: explore the office, or head back into the Animus. The mission says we should really head to the Animus. Good evening, gaming. How are you? Thanks for the like, much appreciated. I don't even have a Christmas break this year, which I was mad about. We didn't even have a Christmas break. Wow. Right, let's head back into the Animus, I think we'll explore around the office later. Obviously want to get back to Edward and see what that's like. That's the aim, isn't it? Let's have a look.
Welcome to Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research tool.
I hope he doesn't read what I've just said.
Comments or concerns about how to operate your Animus console, please contact your project supervisor, Melanie LeMay. You have been registered as part of the Sample 17 project. Your primary research target is Edward James Kenway, born March 10, 1693, Swansea, Wales. Calibrations complete. All signs normal. All systems.
Black Flag is really good. It's a good start.
Neurotransmitters activated.
Yeah, good start. I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. Dreading Friday. I've got physio Friday morning, followed by my surgeon assessment Friday early evening. So we find out if they can operate, if they're willing to, and that kind of stuff. A little bit nervous about that, but other than that, okay. And that is it. That's the pre-part done. But this is whenever you see the credit roll at the start, you know you've done the tutorial. We're now in it properly. Yeah, no worries, Irene, at all. No worries at all.
Lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
Awful pleasure. So we're in Havana, Cuba in July 1715.
No, just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Yeah, there's no way of mistaking him for a pirate, is there really? I think with that long coat, he'd be extremely hot in the heat.
Mad to think Spain and England were at war 2 years ago, isn't it? Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins. Nothing wrong, Duncan?
No, it's nothing. Sand in my hampers. So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm
The game doesn't really start until you get your ship. No, I can understand that.
I could show you the way. Well, lead on.
It's one of those. Some of the games
I hope you'll tarry a bit.
thrust you straight in.
It'd be a great relief to have a man of your stature nearby.
Others don't.
Misunderstanding.
So that was talking about. Hang on a second. That was talking about optional objectives. So we've got to keep an eye on optional objectives. So there is. I don't know if there's a trophy for 100% synchronization. Just in case there is, we do want to make sure we do all the side objectives as much as we can.
Splendid. Drink.
They don't take kindly to pirates here, do they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this perch.
So there are soldiers up ahead. Hopefully, obviously, they won't notice anything.
Hola, ladies.
You don't know these women, do you?
No. They charge money for that kind of privilege. A few dozen reals for every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them?
No, goodness no. I'm a married man.
Married man of their forte, mate.
I do like the little conversations they're having between each other about different things. You can see one is more awkward than the other.
Here's a purveyor of personal defences. I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have.
This rusty razor's nothing to admire.
Even so, I appear a mere kitten walking so close upon you. Perhaps a small dagger would suit me. Let's see what he's selling.
Maybe I'll buy a sword too. We'll both jump rank.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I. Twin devils.
That relationship is quite good already.
Lend us a few reals then.
Of course.
He's going to lend us money. Okay, fair enough. I'm impressed we've got 6,881 reals already. What that is worth, I don't know, obviously. We'll find out now how expensive things are. So, sword sets. I want a pistol set. It's paying us to buy a sword set. I think I think we have to buy the British Cutlass, don't we? Which is better than what we currently own. By 1 speed, 1 combo, 1 damage. What are we looking at price wise? So 1,200 rounds for Spanish cup hits, rapiers, and they're the same as the British cutlasses, to be fair. French dress swords, less damage, bit better speed than the British cutlass. 5,000, 6,500, 8,000, 10,000, 12,500, 14,000. I've got the officer small swords equipped with the Blaze of Toledo. Okay, no idea where that's come from, but we have to select and buy the British cutlasses, which is an upgrade on what we're currently using. They're a fun duo. They do the conversations already seeming like they've been together quite a while. Hello again, B&B. Right, British cutlasses. Cutlasses. I just need to keep putting my teeth back in. I do want pistols.
How do you fare?
Because I think that will help us.
For a small knife, sadly.
Obviously, I don't know.
Still, it'll do in a pinch.
He only has enough money for a small knife because he lent us the money.
I've led us astray, Duncan.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
A tavern with a sort of courtyard interior.
Okay, so we have to get to the top of the church, but we're looking for a tavern with a courtyard interior. I'm thinking we climb there, go across, should be my thinking. So a tavern, courtyard. That's the plan.
My goodness, you're an agile chap.
Right, there is a fragment there.
That's how you tell a true sailor.
So once we get to the top and the hang, we will try and go round to get that. To this area here, we should be able to go and get the fragment before going higher. This is also a synchronization point as a bonus. There's 15 fragments in Havana. That is number 1. There's probably going to be lots more collectibles here as well. And we can synchronize.
I think I see the place. We're not far. Hang tight.
Oh, he's got me blind. Good God, what do I do?
Catch and loot the pickpocket.
Stop or I'll break your
So we did an
knees when I
eagle dive
catch you.
without being an assassin. The noise was kind of there that time. Right, we've got to tackle him. I missed the tackle. How do I tackle? Don't want to fight, I want to tackle. Tackle with circle.
I'm close at heel, shitbird.
I went to tackle and he stopped, and I think that stopped the tackle happening. We need to catch him, but for full synchronization you have to tackle. Come here. I thought he's probably run a lot further than we probably should have allowed him to do so. Come on. I didn't tackle him. Have I killed him? Please tell me I haven't. Jump up. I was trying to tackle him. There we go. We tackled him. We can now loot him.
You robbed the wrong man, mate.
Yeah, that was. I was expecting to tackle him a little bit before that, but we did it in the end. Because it was an optional objective, I couldn't not do it. Right, there's a guard there stopping us getting over there, I think. So I better not try and be silly over there yet. Just yet, anyway. I'm sure later on we will risk things like that. Okay, we can head back to Bonnet. Now we know where the pub is, and here he is. Yeah, I'm not sure why we got an eagle dive off the church when we're not an assassin. But let's see how that works. Of course we're alive.
I am. That filch was no fuss.
Oh, yes.
Apart from it was very quick. Quick on his feet.
Ah, we've arrived.
Okay.
Take your time, I'll be just here.
Fancy meeting a Welshman deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk!
He's definitely not afraid to get in a fight, is
Seen
he?
your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
You actually meet someone in this game who joins the session. Oh, okay.
You bastard! Hey, I warned him.
Well, that's a broken nose by the looks of it. I think I'm fighting now.
You want a dust up? I'll give you one.
One's down.
Come on, lads. I've seen bigger arms on a bird.
The counter, the counter ability is quite forgiving. So the counter I'm going to be need to press X, but yeah, the counter ability is very forgiving. Come on in. More men coming in.
One more. Come on!
I'm going to knock them all out. I'm assuming there's no optional objective. It didn't flash up like the previous mission. Wasn't what I wanted to do. Nice little stamp. You can't remember his name. He's a second-hand man, but you get... Oh, yes, he is. That's what the DLC is. As well, it's his own little story. Okay. Right, hang on. Smoke bomb. Use left and right to select smoke bomb, then press triangle to use it. Smoke bombs incapacitate enemies for a few seconds, allowing you to escape or kill them easily. I'm just going to pause. The reason being I want to see the optional. Use smoke bombs to escape combat. Okay, so we need to select smoke bombs. No, not that one. I need that one. Throw bomb. Hide inside the haystack. I didn't have a choice, did I really?
Un blanco claro.
Objetivo a la vista.
I've got to escape. I'll probably could have gone a different way, but it might be right now. Escape the area and hide. Does this count as, I don't know if that counts as escaping the area. No, I can't remember his name, but the DLCs are for him as far as I remember. We are invisible. I don't think I've escaped the area though. Let's have a quick look on the map. No, we've got to go further afield to escape. So back to where we brought the weapons, I assume, is roughly distance enough. But they're not chasing us now. We've definitely used a smoke bomb to escape. So I'll take that. Keep an eye out for any soldiers. I don't want to be seen at this point. And we've escaped the area. I thought that wasn't going to give us the optional objectives. So that's weird how it does that. So it does 80% plus your optional 2 for another 10% each. We can rate the memories as well, which we haven't had before, so that's a new thing. And yeah, that does worry me when you first see it. It's 80%. You think, no, I did it all. But that's quite good to be able to tell what your optional objectives are a little bit better. Okay. Havana, we've got 7 more viewpoints, 6 assassin contracts, a load of chests. Catch and loot the courier as well. There's a courier here. It says catch and loot him. Because he's here, obviously. That's the only reason we're doing this, is because he was literally just here. Come here. There we go. I don't want to kill him, I've already done what I needed to. Nice. Okay, let's have a look where we're heading. Time-wise, we've got another 15-20 minutes, maybe half an hour tops. Okay, I want the custom marker off. There we go. So there's a shard there. That's the viewpoint we've done. The main mission is there. And I think we should obviously keep the main mission moving along currently. We obviously do need to clear Havana. But I also think the main mission, obviously, we're too early in to ignore the main mission. We'll grab the fragment while we're here. Which is straight ahead of us. There we go. So I need to get to that tree, I would have suggested. I think we need to climb up the tree to do so. But yeah, normally I would go and clear everything while we're here, but I think it's too early for that. We're just starting the story. Come on. Okay, can we go up? Yes, we can. There's my fragment. Nice. Second fragment achieved. Okay, so main story it is for the minute. As I say, we could go off and explore things, but I think we need to keep the story going. As Lisa said, don't really get the story starting until you get your own ship. We at least want to get to that point. Whether that's tonight or tomorrow morning, one of the two. Right. And my sugar. Let's have a look at sequence 2.
Sorry about the
I also don't remember how many sequences there are.
One heaped upon another.
He looks a bit battered.
I'm sorry, mate. This is my doing. I'm only trying to keep these Spanish eyes off me.
Oh, it's no bother. Regrettably, the soldiers confiscated my sugar with annual dispatches.
Damn! And where've they gone?
Haven't the foggiest idea, I'm afraid. I suspect those chaps might, but my Spanish is muy mal dad, so I'd rather not ask.
Shit! Alright, come on, let's follow them and recover my maps.
And my sugar?
What, in my drawers? We'll see what happens.
So all our stuff has been confiscated. We've now got to follow these guys with Bonet next to us as well. Eagle vision allows you to spot interesting elements that highlights animals and enemies in red and targets objects in gold. Can't be used while running. Interesting. Whilst using eagle vision, you can tag up to 10 enemies or animals by just looking at them. Once tagged, the enemy can be seen through walls even when you stop using eagle vision. Now that's quite interesting. That's something that obviously can be used to your advantage.
You don't mind me tagging along, do you?
Not if you
I've tagged them now. What was the optional objectives? Hire dancers to distract guards. We're hiring the first group of dancers then, aren't we?
Bonnet!
So he just ran up to try and keep an eye on them.
Hang back.
He did just run all the way up to them, didn't he? I'm assuming he won't get the mission failed. Right, we need to find some guards to distract. We've got the girls, we just need to find the guards. And we are also invisible to them, aren't we, because we're the girls? That's the guards, yeah.
You're late.
Yes, sir. See, we are very sorry. Our captain delayed us.
Okay, there's guards. They can't do it. So, I think we distract these guards here, would be my guess. Because obviously they've gone into an area we can't go into.
Yes, sir. He's very excited to meet you. Only he must be present for a hanging.
So send them to distract them.
I love a good hanging. Yes, sir. Very nice. If we hear the bell, we may go.
I'm assuming I can walk in. Yes. And they've gone out of sight now, so I need to get back closer. The usual thing, if you lose sight... I don't know if I want to be up here or not. There's a guard there.
Of course, sir. Captain Mendoza is happy to pay you. We have goods to sell, sugars and such.
Excellent.
Need to take this guy out, don't I? Okay. There's something humming nearby, but I can't stop. So we've got to keep an eye on these guys. We've definitely done the optional objective at least. New Animus database entry. So I press the one button, you can hold it, and it gives you database entry. I did a way of doing it. Before it wasn't showing up as that actually. Database entries. So this one. It's not Shanties. Locations. Havana. Okay, so that wasn't what we just got though, was it? Locations is Havana. Landmarks, that's what I was after. Havana's the only... so Havana landmark. So we just found the Balistica Meno de San Francisco de Aces. Pronunciation is horrendous, especially when it's Spanish. A dominating presence on Havana's Plaza de San Francisco, Balistica Menia de San Francisco de Assis, dates from 1580s. Originally a statue of St. Francis of Assisi stood atop the bell tower, but this was blown off in a cyclone in 1846. Baroque feathers were added to the Balistica in 1730. Note, perfect for us, striking historical Yai Autentico. They also use it for concerts nowadays. Incredible acoustics. Okay, there is a guard nearby. I've kind of lost track of where they are, and I now can't see them either. That's why obviously I'm getting a timer on me. Where are they? Okay, just caught sight of them again now. We've already achieved the optional objectives. That's the main thing. That is done. Where are these guys gone now? I'm going to fail if I don't get them on sight again. I've really got too far behind. Okay, we're back there. They're running. That's why I couldn't keep up with them. Okay. All I've heard is tail them and they keep running away from me. They surely don't know we're tailing them. Surely. Okay. Definitely giving us a run around, I'll give them that. Right, I need to get close enough to eavesdrop. Now, eavesdrop missions are a pain in the bottom. We all know this. But we don't have a choice. I'm going to hire the girls again. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
How long will this hanging take, man?
I did a smoke bomb accidentally.
Hang about all day for the
Mainly because I pressed the wrong button. I pressed triangle instead of higher.
Captain Mendoza needs only to hang the man, then he will deliver your payment.
But there we go. We'll quickly not do that again, I'm sure.
I don't want reales, mind.
Right, we've got to keep up with these guys.
Tobacco, rum, sugar.
Keep it going.
See, we have much fine sugar. Crates we took off a fat Englishman last night.
Englishman?
See,
There's all my our
sugar
sugar.
from Barbados. Very fine. We hold it in the Castillo after the man started the fight last night. He ran, left his sugar behind. Very fine.
I think this is probably the easiest way of doing any of these eavesdrop. Hire a group of people.
No, sir.
Don't know about me, but throwing a smoke bomb
You will see.
seems suspicious, but to them it's like everyday occurrence. It was. I expected it to desync us, to be fair, because I expected them to see us. For some reason, it didn't happen. But I thought that mistake would have desynced us immediately. Tail the captain. Right, we're now tailing the captain. We'll mark him up, obviously. Eagle vision, and that keeps him forever. Even behind walls, we'll know where he is. We've still got the ladies with us, so we're still invisible. They didn't bat an eyelid. I know, they should have done. I should have been desynced. I was expecting it. I will learn not to press triangle accidentally. But so far so good. Other than the smoke bomb incident, I think we're okay. Where's the captain going? Red area again. Okay, we've got a new Animus database. It says hold it to get to see it, but it doesn't work. Okay. It doesn't. The database entry doesn't hold off for some reason. Have we not got recent entries? We haven't, have we? So Havana, that's what we've done. So this is the Castillo San Salvador de la Punta, part of a system of fortifications built to protect the Havana Bay from incursions by French corsairs. The fortress was begun in 1590 and took decades to complete. The fortress is close enough to the nearby Castillo Moro to permit a heavy iron chain to be extended between them that could be tightened to block incursions from enemy ships. Very good strategic option there. But it's nice when the stealth is a little forgiving. Oh, absolutely. And even the counter, the combat's very forgiving. They went about their day like, oh yeah, someone just threw a smoke bomb. I think we should run because they might be ease. Never mind, as I was saying. Yeah, something along those lines, wasn't it? Okay, we've got to steal the captain's key. Now obviously these can distract, which I think is going to be our way in. I love the little whistle we did to them just then to distract them. We need to get inside while they're distracting, and we need to try and get that key. Obviously I don't want to kill the guy. I also don't want to be seen by him. Where's he now? Please turn round. Please turn round. Guards are gone. Done it. Stay out of combat is the optional objective. Oh, I found the optional. I think I found the optional because we're about to get into combat. May not actually. If I can escape, we may not get into combat. I don't know. We escaped. I think we have. Please tell me I've not found the optional. Oh, it says one optional objective. I swear it said 2 a minute ago. Yeah, there is a second one to stay out of combat. I don't know if to restart or carry on. Because we didn't actually fight. We ran away. So maybe we're okay. Don't know. We'll find out in a minute, I suppose. Right, that's what we need to get to up there. Obviously, we've got a key, but we can't go through the front gate. That would be a little bit of a no-no. There's also a vantage point here, which would be helpful. There's also a guard here that I'm assuming if we get too close, that guard is going to kick off. Don't want to go through the main gate, do we? Right, I think we need to get into the hay, take this guy down, and then we're going to go up the side. I'm not here. Don't worry about me, I'm not really here. We can whistle. Come on, turn around. In you go. Thank you very much. Okay, now we can climb the side. What if the light at the end of this tunnel when you die, just for going to another hospital room, you're born, and you're crying because of the good memories you'll forget after you're born? That is extremely philosophical. And something that obviously can't be disproven either. That's mad, actually, thinking about it. It's very philosophical. But also a very good point. Right, they've gone. Okay. Obviously, I would like to... Oh, there's a guard there. I didn't know there was a guard in there. We've got to stay out of combat as well. That's the other objective, isn't it? So, I mean... I think that's not combat. I wouldn't myself class that as combat. I want to climb up here. I don't really want to be inside it. But I think I've got to go... There's nothing in the room, is there? Just the guard that could see us. Second guard. Oh, I can't be in combat. Can't get into combat. Where's it going? I didn't think he was going to turn around on us, to be fair. Okay, he's guarding a chest. Come here. I'm not in combat. Come here. I'm going to whistle to him, I think. I'm assuming this doesn't count as combat. Come on. He's not going to come near me, is he? Right, I highlight him so I can now see him. Oh, I think I've just lost it. Because that's obviously combat now, isn't it? Well, that's the first mission not 100% since. That's a bit annoying. I don't know how far back it will take us to restart. It wasn't intended in any shape, way or form. Just trying to get hold of him. Well, we found the Nirvana secrets though. A manuscript. Okay, so it does work, you just have to hold it a long time. This is a Voynich manuscript. Some of those memories stay and you randomly remember, and that's why you feel deja vu. That's a different point, a different reason for deja vu. Deja vu, scientifically, is the image your eyes see, because it sends a message to the brain, it doesn't do it properly, so it does it a second time. I think the time it actually... The image that you see originally, and this is why it's called deja vu scientifically, is you see something, the image goes into the back of the eye, it's then sent to the brain, and then you know what it is. But that message gets interrupted or something doesn't quite work right, so your eyes look at it a second time in a matter of milliseconds, and that's deja vu scientifically. You didn't have to do that in the mission, you could have done the mission and went back. I know, I did think afterwards I shouldn't have done it in the mission. The third and fourth are 4 extant pages of the mysterious Voynich manuscript, stolen from Peter Beckford's collection at some point after 1705. Significance unclear. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we should have gone back, because now obviously I've kind of ruined the mission, haven't I, for myself? In terms of doing this 100% sync. I also don't know when you go back to a mission, what point you restart. So let's have a quick look. I'm not going to do it. We are going to finish the mission. That's progress tracker. Memory 2. I'm assuming we start completely from the beginning, which is the tailing and all that stuff. All that good stuff of eavesdropping. So yeah, I should have waited. Right, we have got to get over there. I'm currently got 2 guards here that I'd rather not be here. Although one's down. Bye! I need the second guy to come back over as well and deal with him. There's a 3rd guard over there. Is he going to come here as well? Come and join your friends. No, he's not. Okay. He wasn't coming to join his friends. So, curiosity, I watch loads of sports. American football, rugby, cricket. Not as much as I used to watch cricket, but I do watch cricket a little bit. Yeah, I watch quite a lot. Wrestling. Yeah, I'm really into my sports. I'm probably more into them now I'm not physically able to do them than I ever have been. Nice of them to stand right on the ledge there. It does help, doesn't it, when they stand on the ledge. There's 2 guards together there. What else have we got? Let's have a look. There's one on the roof, gotta be wary of him. There's obviously 2 there as well. I want to mark these up a little bit to make, since we can utilise what we have to utilise. There's a guard over there. This one's walking, which is a little bit disconcerting. I've obviously got to sneak past them 2 and head over there. I think, other than the guard on the roof, that's not too bad a job. There's a second guard on the roof. Obviously we've got to stay out of combat, that's the aim. Just thinking how, there's another guard over there as well. I haven't selected weapons yet either. I wanted to sneak across, but I don't think it's possible without being seen. Where's that guy going? I need him to turn around and go back towards. Okay. So getting these people to show up via the eagle vision is actually annoying, because now I can see him through objects. Downside to that, I can't tell which object is near at that point. Does that make sense? Because he obviously isn't here anymore, but I can see him through the object. I think that makes life a little bit more tricky sometimes. Stay there, stay there. Into the plants. Thank you. Right, we're going to be careful of the people there and him. I might be able to whistle him towards us and take him out. Come on. Come on. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Well, we've definitely failed this anyway, first time round. Because we're definitely in combat now. Thank you for shooting your own man for us. So yeah, this could have gone a lot better than it did. But I can't change that now. Whoa, he shot us. Come here. Way to deal with him. Yeah, that could have got a lot better, but unfortunately it didn't. So we'll have to come back and redo the mission anyway in the future. My favourite American football team is the Miami Dolphins, and the reason being is mainly because of Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. So that was a big film when I was younger, and it was the Miami Dolphins were in it, and it was incredible. Good evening. I'm a massive apologies. I can't pronounce your name. You really need upgrade Edward. We've only just started the game, so we can't upgrade him just yet. We're only right at the beginning, so it'll be a while before we do upgrade. Okay, we want to get the shard while we're here. I was going to get the viewpoint as well, but there we go. Fragment done. Should I come down here? Yeah, we can go back up. Right, we need to meet Bonnet now. We're going to a bit of a fight, unfortunately. Football UK team for me is Liverpool. My granddad was a season ticket holder for many years, so I've just kind of followed that trend more than anything else. Okay, I'm thinking of Viewpoint. I know obviously there's a few soldiers around, taking out the majority around this side. So if we can do the Viewpoint, it'd be ideal to do it now. And here a treasure chest as well. think it's below us, isn't it? In the window. Okay. We'll have to come back for the treasure, but we'll head for the viewpoint. Now, I'd rather not. It doesn't matter if we're going to fight now, because we've already ruined the optional objective. So if we're going to fight now, it doesn't matter. But the viewpoint would be a bonus. Have I gone too high for the viewpoint? No, I haven't. There we go. Synchronization time. You're a fan of New England Patriots. Oh, okay. Bit of a rival there for Miami. Messi or Ronaldo? Neither. I think they're both incredible. I think they're both good at what they do. But I don't like either of them as a player. Obviously they're good. There's no doubting that. But for me, yeah, I'd pick other players over them most days. Like the Liverpool front three, Firmino, Mane and Salah. There's no one better. Okay, we have unlocked an Asturgo challenge. It's a complete one without realising. Okay, right, we've literally got about 5 minutes of the stream left. Just realised what time it is. We always overrun, every time. We're trying to hand this mission in. I don't know about saving. I don't know if it's an auto-save or it's a manual save. It's something I've not looked at. Let's go and meet Bonnet first, and then we'll decide from there. We are rapidly running out of time for this evening. But we are back tomorrow morning with more Black Flag, so we won't have to wait long before we continue the story. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, he's definitely the best. I can't name another good Egyptian player to be fair. He's amazing.
Sugar. I've only one pair of hands.
Oh, it's no great loss. I've got plenty of cargo here to make a profit on my trip.
Will you stay here long?
For a few weeks, yes. Then back to Barbados, to the tedium of domesticity.
Don't settle for tedium. Sail for Nassau. Live life as you see fit.
Haven't I heard that Nassau is crawling with pirates? Seems a very tawdry place.
Not tawdry, liberated.
Oh, God. That would be an adventure. But no, I'm a husband and a father.
He's torn, isn't he? This Bonnet guy is very torn.
Duncan.
Hey, Bonnet. The name's Edward, in truth. Duncan's only a handle.
Ah. Secret name for your secret meeting with the governor.
Someone who support 2 in his 14s. I support Southampton, Newcastle.
Governor, right.
Because your cousin lives in Newcastle. Oh, okay, cool. Southampton have always been a good producer of young talent. Van Dijk came from there for us. We actually brought a lot of players from there in the past. We failed to stay out of combat. I know it's frustrating, and we'll have to go back to it. We're not going back to it now. But yeah, a little bit annoying we lost that, but then we did fail massively towards the end of that. Yeah, they are currently, but obviously with the investment now Newcastle have, I think Newcastle are going to be a better team. Eventually. It'll take time. They've got to get a reputation up, increase first. They used to be a really good team and they lost their way a bit, but I think they will become good again at some point. So, we've managed to finish the second mission. We obviously didn't retrieve the sugar. We got our maps back. We didn't do 100% sync because I got into 2 fights, annoyingly. But that is all we have time for tonight, unfortunately. We did get an autosave come on, so that should be okay. Quit to the main menu. You can just so Southampton is in the top 10 teams. Oh, he's definitely in the top 10. Absolutely. It's producing top English talent. Well, not even English, just producing top talent. They're an incredible team. Their youth system is unparalleled. But the worst thing for Southampton is they're a selling club. So they tend to sell all the good youngsters because the big clubs come knocking and pay top money for the players, but they reinvest it back in the youth, which is good, but it means their domestic form is never fantastic because they've just let their best players go. Although they've made profits. It's one of those. It's you're either a selling club or buying club, and unfortunately Southampton are a selling club. So until that changes, I can't see them really doing too much. Right, there's it for Black Flag. I do have to leave, not suddenly, but quickly. We've overrun a little bit anyway. But that is it for today. That is it for this evening. So, we've started Black Flag. We've already messed up one mission and didn't get 100% sync. As always, it was only a matter of time to one of the missions that we had that happen to us. We've been introduced to Edward. We've met Bonnet. We've got an assassin's uniform that we stole after killing the assassin, and all that good stuff. We'll be back with more Black Flag tomorrow morning, which I'm looking forward to. No live stream tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning, Black Flag, 3.5 hour stream. See how much more we can get done. There was something else. Massive thank you to those that joined us this evening. You guys are incredible, as always. We've reached over 100 views again on stream. We did the same this morning as well, which is incredible. 10 likes currently showing. I'm expecting them to drop a couple. They generally always do. But yeah, you guys are fantastic. The amount of support you give me, and just by being here, you know. I know some of you. Well, I know a lot of you are excited for this. But yeah, thank you all very much for joining us. Sounds need the funds as a poor club. The top. Yeah, very true. They are a poor club. But then, yeah, they can't keep them. They're a selling club. James Ward-Prowse has stayed there, but I don't know much longer he'll be there for, to be fair. Thank you very much, Kathy. Good to see you. If we don't see you again this week, have a good week. We are live Thursday evening. Trying to think of my own schedule. I think we're back on Black Flag Thursday evening, actually. I think Thursday morning is Genshin. I'll just need to double check that on schedule, but I think that might be the case. Thank you very much, Lisa. Massively appreciate you coming by. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. But yeah, that is it. I would normally stop and chat, but I really can't because we've overrun by quite a bit. He's 27 now, so if he doesn't leave in 1-2 years. Yeah, if you can keep him for another couple of years, he's now here in his prime. I think he'll stay. But yeah, I do have to go. Thank you all very much. As always, thank you for the likes, the views, the comments, and the conversation. You guys have been incredible, as always. We will see, hopefully, some of you again tomorrow morning. If not, have a good week, and we'll see you again very soon. Thank you all very much. Bye-bye.